Hello everybody and welcome back to The Witness, where we are discovering a new block type and it's probably an amorphous blob. It's probably something that just says, hey, you can make this go in whatever direction you damn well please, and there's nothing we can say about it. So this throws us for a little bit of a loop. No, that's totally not right. That's totally not right. So we can grab one while grabbing the other. This gives us... No, that's not it. So if we do this, and then this... No, because the rotation matters. If it was... This is a backwards L, not a forwards L. So we end up with a shape like this. That's just one shape. Because they're connected, it ruins everything. But if I do this, block it out that way, we got it. It's a shape there and there. And then now we have this one piece to deal with. We just got to figure out what the shape it's asking for is. I think maybe we got to go. Nope, that's our way back up through. So if we... So the thing is, to encompass this, we have to come from a wall. And if we come from this wall and hook it like that, then we're stuck here. If we come from this wall, we hook it like that, then we're stuck here. But maybe we're trying to hook it the wrong way. So if we rotate this, this is this L shape, but we still get stuck here. If we rotate this, this is this L shape, and that actually gets us out of the maze. Which takes us to the next area, maybe? That unlocked something over there, but I don't know what. Alright, so now we have to segregate square... We have to... Excuse me? So there's red. Okay, so this isn't a puzzle as much as it is a junction. We tell it which two to connect. So what if we tell it to connect these guys? Nope, we have to connect from the one that we are currently standing on, which means we only have one avenue. No, we have two avenues. This takes us to the boat. I believe this takes us to the boat, so let's give that a look-see. They're all flashing. So I have to segregate them. So I connected blue and black. You're rotating in the absolute slowest direction you could possibly rotate. The efficiency of this, the inefficiency of this is astounding. I do not want to hop off here, because then I could just get screwed. But the blue is right here. And it's going to eventually rotate all the way around, but we can hop off right here. There's some wood panels below here. That's interesting. It's very interesting. So it's a good thing we did come over here, because there is a little something that is unlocked, but If I remember right, there was a puzzle here that we did not know how to solve, but it gets us back over there on the other side, which is where we came from. So that's our trip home, I believe. Or not home, but our trip back. But first, let's not actually take that back. We absolutely do not want to do that. So, we have this. No? Oh, because I have to bring that guy in. So if I bring this around. See, that almost gets them all. If I do this, it gets those two. No, it doesn't. If I do this, it gets those two. So if I do this, it gets those two. So if we take a look at this shape, maybe using this shape we can divine how to get out. That ain't it. So let's look at this shape again. We can possibly divine how to get out, or maybe we can do something like this. Yeah, that does solve those. But how do we connect through it? How do we use this to our advantage? Do this. Yeah, okay. This is just... oh. It's getting ridiculous. So... hold on. That one back over there, was that a 2 gap or a 1 gap? I absolutely can't remember. Oh no. So that should solve those two. That is good for us. Or alternatively what? This guy's tricky. So if we come in from an edge, we can do something like this. Oh, no. Sorry, something like this. Or if we come in, we can do something. Something like this to trap it in. So let's draw this and then kind of figure out how we can connect it from here. So the 2 dot piece can kind of slid into the bottom right there. So let's do this. And that kind of solves that piece, but only kind of. Only kind of. Let's not get too excited here. But another thing we can do is this. Whoops. This, and to prove it to ourselves, I don't know what I was gonna say about the proving it to ourselves. So this is a possible half solution, but it leaves the bottom guy out. How do we get the bottom guy to play nice with the rest of these guys? That is our big burning question at this moment. So we can do this. That is a partial solution, but the problem is if we include this guy, suddenly we have them all encompassed, but we have no way out. Wait a second. That is it. So what if I make this guy cross here instead? How can I make that agreeable to everyone involved? What if I put this guy down here? And then bring this guy across. No? Because then we have no place for this guy on the bottom unless we do this. And I believe that frames all of them. No, it doesn't. Because we absolutely left this guy out. We can't leave him out! What are you doing? So what if I treat these guys separately? Yeah, I don't need to get trapped into the thought that they all need to be grouped together. That is dangerous thinking. That is super dangerous thinking. So this is a 6 stack that does not rotate. But this guy does rotate, cannot go through there. Wait a minute, I think I had it. No? Man, I wish I remember what I did. Can't stack them side by side. It just takes away every obvious solution that I have. So what about the non-obvious? Well, obviously that would be our solution. Take away the non-obvious, what do you have left? Well, obviously you have the obvious. That's wrong right there. But what about it is wrong? Let's figure this out. We have the 6 stack, and if we were able to do this, we might have something, but we're not. Wait a minute, we can solve this guy. Like that. But then that kind of requires this guy to be in this direction, which is impossible because this guy is unable to shift unless he is, in which case I would be like, screw you game, you lying Jackson Pollock painting. But it's fine. We know that it's not lying to us. I think. Okay, so what if we put that guy down here and then... No, because we can't go through here. This is fucking us up. This fucks us up. So that solves those two on the bottom again. But then we're stuck with a question of how do we resolve this on top? And we don't. Not like this. Because there's no way to cut this out. So that's not the correct solution. Okay, so the directions this can face is like this. Or like this. Or like this. Or like this. So So we can do stuff like this. Or we can do stuff like this. Those will both kind of give us what we need. For that guy. Just that guy. But what we are mostly worried about is getting all the guys, of course, but... No. It's this. This is what I'm trying to do. But again, we're stuck with this guy on the top who just refuses to play nice, to be part of the team. He refuses. He just absolutely freaking refuses to do what's good for the group. We set it here, and then we put 6 on its lap. And we're stuck not being able to clear this. Honestly, I'm not really sure how I came to that conclusion. So what did I do? I separated this. Like, I got distracted by my phone because it lit up because there was a Skype call, but it's on Do Not Disturb, so you're not hearing anything. But I guess I put the 6 block on top, and then I traced this guy down on bottom, and good lord, it's a convoluted solution, and now this one looks insane! What? So these two can turn into 6. But they rotate in any which direction. And there's nothing blocking us anywhere. So as long as we grab all of these... As long as we grab all of these, we are safe and sound. Or again, not necessarily. They don't necessarily have to connect. So it's like this. And if I have an L shape here, I can kind of slot this in on top, and I kind of have a construct sort of like this, and that solves that. So if we come down here, we have this. Is there a way for us to translate it? Let's try something different. I have an L shape here. And then that solves those. L shape 6 block, that solves those. I can also come across like this, separate this one out by himself, and voila! We got the solve. We did it, we done it, we did it, we done it, we done it, it's magic. And this drained. Did anything else drain? Did the red drain? Let's go in. Let's... Gross. Oh, no, more elements. So, is that a subtractor? It is a subtractor. So this is 2. This is... No. This is like this. So I guess it doesn't matter what's subtracted. It's just as long as it's subtracted somewhere. So what if I do this? Yeah. I could just I could subtract it anywhere. Alright. Cool. Are these more panels? No. Did this do anything? Did this light something up? Looks like it might have. Way over there! Okay. So we're gonna have to... Well, actually, let's go see. Okay, so this drained this guy. This little teal area. The fuck? How do I start this? I mean, this is clearly... Unless I need to move it back. Can I move it back? Let's make this go back and quickly run off. Yeah, alright. It's not moving. No, it got sad. It didn't like my solution. Let me off. Alright, cool. And then we can come down here, and then, I believe, it'll give us the right shade of red to be able to connect this into the obelisk solution. Sweet. You know, I could have controlled it from down here and been just fine. But let's not worry about what's here or there. Because the weather outside is frightful. But the fire is so delightful. So here we have a 4Z. But we can subtract it. Wait a minute. We have a 4, but we're going to subtract 2, so we have 2 3s that we have to stack up. Good. And then... where will this fit? I'm not looking forward to the day when these are combined with the twirly ones. That's gonna ruin my life in this game. It's gonna ruin everything. It's gonna ruin it. It's gonna soil all the love that I have for this lovely game. So if these all need to be touched. So if I touch this... Okay, so... there. Okay, what? Let's just say I can subtract any 4. So I can delete one of these altogether. But I have to bring them all in together. Unless... okay. Okay. So I have a line of 3, a line of 3, and a line of 2. So this kind of... it makes it a little more free, I guess? This one's a little weird. So if this... okay. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Oh no, I have to include that guy. They all have to be included. But how do I get back, though? So this guy has to be connected by these by deleting 2 dots in any spot. So what if I trace the bottom here? Because I can't trace back. So it makes me feel like this spot belongs like this. Wait a minute. Why would I do that? That doesn't fix anything. Okay, up here. And then... No? No. Or maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. I delete 2 dots off of this, and then it can slot basically wherever the hell it wants. But I can't come back through fucking here. I can't. Tried that already. And this doesn't rotate. This doesn't rotate because they're not askew. They're not askew. So where else can it go? I can delete this bottom dot. I delete that bottom dot. We end up this. Alright. That is so weird. So weird. I still don't fully have my mind wrapped around it, but we solved it, and that's what's important about it. And it wasn't a guess. It was not a guess. So don't worry. Don't worry, you pretty little heads. Is that a stone crocodile? Alligator? Why are these all lit up? So this is like... What? So am I adding? Am I playing addition here? Addition, subtraction. So as long as they cancel out, we can end up with something important. And this bottom guy is being ignored. What if I come around like this? So the weird thing is about the negatives. I have to use them. Like, I can't just ignore them. So come back down here, go across, and that does absolutely nothing. So what if I just draw this and let the square take care of itself? Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? So, what if? So this is 1, 2, this is 3. So there's a matching number of dots, right? So it's test a little theory. Okay, so that will delete everything, even though the shape doesn't match. If I do this, what happens? These two holes are throwing me off on this solution. Because I could just go up here, but no. I could just go through here, but no! Or I could do this and just solve it, because... Where are we now? We're up here. Alright, so we kind of went under this lake. I guess it's a lake. Can we solve it from over here? I guess we can, but there's something up there. Anyway, we are making progress and getting our minds melted at the same time. But we're gonna have to see what's up here on the next episode, and I will see you there.